Christmas is right here. Hold on, it's time for it to reappear. Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Oh yeah, the Christmas spirit's coming on. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Mm-hmm. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Christmas is a part of me. Hey, yeah, oh, yeah. Christmas is a part of me. Oh, yes, it is. Ooh, Christmas is a part of me. Oh, yeah. Oh, Christmas is a part of me.
I love them roasting noses, I love them mistletoes, I love them cheesy pieces on television, and I cry like a baby each time. See, the hero gets a girl and I got a Merry Christmas crush. There's nothing like a fire, like angels in the snow. I never will be tired of this adorable season. Got a real feel-good flow. Oh, and every carol is a rush. Got a Merry Christmas crush. Tonight I want to celebrate. Tonight I want to dream away. See the shimmer in the eyes of every happy Christmas child. Merry, Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. A Merry, Merry Christmas. So Merry Christmas to you. Let's have a joyful night. We'll keep a candle burning to light the way for the reindeers. Give Santa Claus a hand. Oh, I really cannot get enough of my Merry Christmas crush. Tonight I want to celebrate.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
Well, Merry Christmas, everyone, and all that good stuff. It's Grumpy Claus here. Let me get everything brought up, all my windows brought up, so I can see what the heck's going on. Wow, I got to tell you, I've had one of those days. I don't know if the sound worked. I don't know how good it worked. You may need some poop powder there, AR Drone Nerds. I'm going to bring on a couple of my characters a little bit later. I got to tell you, it was one of those days that I've ran and ran and ran. I set the alarm, but got up later than I was supposed to. You know how that goes, and kept hitting the snooze. So, anyways, let's bring on my esteemed co-host and get this silliness started. Okay, bringing to you none other than Mr. Art Carlson.
Yeah.
Oh, Art,
Woohoo! Yeah,
You
Merry
are-
Christmas, everybody.
are you getting an echo, Art?
No.
No. All right, good.
No.
All right, good. I think I got the friggin' thing working. I don't know.
Oh, awesome.
Wow. Let me tell you. Okay, this is how it started out.
Okay.
Oh, there's trouble. Yeah, you're right. I was looking at one thinking, oh, trouble where? What? Now, so I started out today. I set my alarm fairly decent. I had a little trouble getting to sleep, but I fell asleep fairly early last night. And because I was tired, and I got up. Now, Judy wanted to go shopping today. I really wanted to put it off till tomorrow, but she wanted to go today. And okay, she's feeling good today. Let's go shopping. But here's the deal. I kept hitting the snooze alarm, and I slept in about another hour and a half longer than I intended. She wakes up, and she finally says, let's go. Whew. So we get up, we head out to the store, and I said, okay, as long as I'm back by 4, I got to still do some final testing and make a couple of slideshows or whatever, to put in the show and all of that. Well, we get through Walmart, and she says, I want to go out to eat. Okay, where? I want to go to Golden Corral. So we went to Golden Corral, which was good. I mean, I got full. I got a good
Where all
meal
the
there.
old people eat. Yeah.
And that's all that was there, all the old people.
Mhm.
And anyways, I got out of Walmart without shooting anybody or threatening to, which is always a good day at Walmart for me. And and I'm going to say hi to everybody in the chat, but I just, so then while we're there, she says, oh, I want to go across from Walmart at TJ Maxx. I go, okay, all right, well, I looked at the time. I said, I said, let's be home by 4. I said, we can do it as long as we get home by 5. We got in about 10 after 5, about 5 after 5, because this is the same store that a few weeks ago we went to, and she lost her good wedding ring that I bought her for our 20th anniversary. It's like a $10,000 ring or $12,000, and it's never been found. So every time she went in and out of the store, she'd check her hands to make sure what ring she had on, that the count was right. As soon as we left the same store as TJ Maxx, as soon as we rolled out the door and the automatic door behind us shut, I said, look at your rings. And she looked down, and she was 1 ring short. Same friggin' store. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of rings in that place. So I just whipped us back around. Fortunately, we had only gone around the jewelry counter because she was looking for something for me, which she got.
Oh,
Got me
nice.
a really nice watch, and it balances me out. It's just heavy enough that keeps me from leaning so far this way when I'm carrying my gun, because it's about the same weight as my pistol. So now I walk more straight.
There you go.
It's heavy. It is nice. It is a nice watch, and I've got an Apple Watch I'll wear for every day. This is for my dressing up, going to town. When I get dressed up in good clothes, going to town. Down here, going to town means you're just going to the store, because I live in town. But it's just, a country phrase we use. Well, I'm going to town. That means you're going to the store, or you're going to go pay bills, or you're going to go take care of business or do something. You're going to town, even though you live in town.
Mm-hmm.
They have strong magnets in that store. You're right, Robert Glazer. Okay, let me pop up my chat so I get a little bit better idea. Where are we at? Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. It's over there. I got too many
Yeah,
screens.
it's over there.
Over here, yeah. So let's just start out at the top of this. Well,
Yeah, say hello to everybody.
Yeah, put it in live chat here, so I get everybody. So I think the first one in was probably Trevor. Then we had Jody at Drone Shots. Robert Glazer was right in behind him. And then let's see, you came in, and then we had one Vision Aerial and Bob Casey Aerial. Dustin, yeah, One Vision Aerial. That's right. And ever since he changed his name, I forget. I was used to seeing Dustin, and I apologize for the green screen crap back here. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't feel like messing with it. Anyways, actually, I think I bumped the dad burn curtain or the green screen when I was walking past it. Let's see, Robert Glazer. Let's see, Grant is here. Yeah. Gary. Johnny D, Gary from Brand Aerials. I also saw Bill from Coast to Coast Drones.
Bill.
Good to see him.
The sticker.
And Eric, AR Drone Nerd, he says he's on the go and he may need some poop powder. Well, there you go. Hot Rod in Daytona. Hello, Rod. How you doing, buddy? And Jeff Ellenberger. All right.
Then we have Matt. Maddie's World.
Oh, Matt from Maddie's World is here. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Crowd so far. Yeah.
It is a good crowd. And I'm going to be doing the Christmas giveaways all through the show. I've got about 5 things I'm giving. I think they're okay. They are not drone related.
Yeah.
There's not a drone one in the bunch. Okay. Last year I did give a drone. Thank you, Robert Glazer. Yeah, I use this. I like this. I was going to switch out to my Christmas background that I used in the opening, but I just didn't get around to it. So, I do got to show you something because Judy wanted me to show it off. I'm going to bring in two people right now. Of course, you guys have all met, old Joe. This is
old Joe.
This is old Joe. He's smarter. He's hang on here. Sorry, Art. How you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Just been kind of busy today. Working with Greg from Oz by Drone. There was a big typhoon in the Philippines over the weekend, so we were working on a project to get some goods to the people of the Philippines. And if you don't mind, could you share can I share a screen?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me put Joe up. He just want to step in and say hi. And then,
all right. Yeah. Greg and I worked on this. We got them a big package of some necessities. And so we sent them some underwear. So.
Okay. Well, I talked to Greg a little bit ago and he didn't mention a word about it. But
well, you know how he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's forgetful. So make me big, and then I could share this. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, I know what you're doing. You ornery stink. Yeah.
There we go. Because, down in the Philippines, it's hot down there. So they need, assless underwear.
Assless underwear. I knew that was. As soon as you said underwear, I knew where you're going with this because for those that are not members of the Ken Heron channel, you need to watch. If you are a member, you need to watch it. If you haven't, you got to. So yeah, yeah, okay. That's not where I expected this show to go right off the bat, but hey, it is.
There's some budgie smugglers for you.
Yeah, there's some budgie smugglers. All right,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So hey, and don't knock it. They are comfy. I'm wearing some now.
Eric says, let me just put it up there. Okay. Let's remove that.
Don't knock it, Eric.
Sorry, Maddie. This was Art caught me off on that. I as soon as he said underwears, I knew where it was going. So, anyways, I got, I've had old Joe. Judy got that for me from her birthday, but
if those that aren't in the ventriloquist world probably don't care, but those that are, there's a gentleman that he owned the Mayer Studios for 50 years, and he designed and made custom mades, one of a kinds. He also did conversions, which is what Old Joe is, and his name was Clint Ditweiler, and he passed away in 2013. But his son has continued doing stuff for not for the studio, because the studio was sold out or given
Right.
off, sold out to some other guys, and I'm friends with the guy that now owns it and runs it, but he runs just the ventriloquist lessons side rather than if it's not on video, it didn't happen. Yeah, Gary. But anyways, some of his dummies and conversions are still out there, and I saw one on sale, and Judy looked at it and she says, "Oh, I want that." So, without any further ado, I'm going to bring on Old Joe's granddaughter. Now, this is a Clint Ditweiler conversion, and
I bet it is.
Yes, it is. Let's see if I can remember. Let's see. There it is. Hi there. I'm bashful. She's a little bashful. We call her Buttons. She's got a very small mouth, but this doll was originally made. This ventriloquist dummy was originally made in 1974. It's the only year they made this. They made the ones for the boys back in for years, but this is the only one they made for girls. And Judy wanted it. She collects dolls. I wanted it because it was a Clint Ditweiler, and I've got a letter from his son thanking me for buying it. So his son actually sold one of his dad's collector's pieces. So
now she sounds a lot like Joe.
Yes, well, she's my grandpa. And I have trouble doing a girl's voice, so that's as good as it gets. But this is, she's got the, her eyes go side to side. I can't do that. My voice is too deep for that. I've smoked too much, so. But and then she's got the mouth, and Judy called her Buttons because she got this little button nose. But anyways, that's don't fall over, you knucklehead. Here, Joe, hold her up. There we go. I'm going to hear crashing in a minute. It's going to be both of my dummies crashing at the same time. But that's Buttons, and she's one of the new characters. I got somebody that Judy got me for Christmas that will be here after the first year. It's because it's being built, it's being made. But anyways, so this is going to be my fifth season, so this will be my fifth Christmas that I've done this show.
Wow.
And Steve at SC Aerials, welcome.
Hey, Steve. Good to see you.
And so yeah, I mean, like I said, we're pretty much ready for Christmas because basically everybody's getting gift cards from us. I went and bought 3 or 4 of them today, and I got another 3 I got to buy online because that's the only way I can get them unless I can find them in one of the stores. But they're getting a little extra stocking stuffer crap, but how long it 13
minutes. Are they getting a gift card from Andrew Christian?
No. Actually, next year I think I might do something like this. We're going to do gag gifts next year. Thank you, Robert.
I did send you a couple of budgie smugglers from the
did
Mills.
You?
They're on their way.
Oh, I just appreciate that. So, I need to hide that comment. I forgot I had that comment still up there. Okay. All right. Anyways, but yeah, and I talked with Greg for a few minutes, and he called because I want to say one thing. Don't forget, top of the hour, the next hour is Drone Nation, and I did. Speaking of the devil. Well, I don't know if I should call him the devil or not, but let's just bring in our guest. Hello, Mr. Ron. How are you?
Hello, gentlemen. Everybody's looking very
hot.
Oh, am I too loud?
Yes, you are.
I'll back off.
There you go.
Welcome, gentlemen. You're looking very festive tonight, Lloyd.
Well, hello, Steve. How you doing?
Hello,
Hey,
I
Steve.
Lloyd,
it's
Art,
it's
Ron.
my Christmas show, so that's the only time this had it. Actually, I have a green screen back behind me, and all of my hats are on the clips. I have clips that hold up the material, and all of my hats hang up there. So depending on what show I'm doing or whatever, I go grab a hat from there. This one hangs at the end, and it's always I leave it there so that like for Christmas, I thought, where is that hat? And I looked up, oh, there it is. So, yeah, and it's still got my campaign button, my uh, badly run campaign for president last year. It
Who was
didn't
your
turn out.
campaign manager?
It would be Jim Boyd, I believe. Or was he
No,
your running mate?
He was a
No,
running
Jim Boyd
mate.
was my running mate. It was who was it? Was it? You know who I know who
Oh,
my advertising manager was, and that was Rick. Rick Halber, and
oh,
yeah, and he got me these buttons, and he got me a yard sign. I mean, we had the whole thing. We had a yard sign. I had buttons I passed out, and so yeah, he ran it. But I'm still waiting for the recount because all those dead people that voted, I know darn well I put flyers on every one of their graves, and they should have been voting for me, not somebody else.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to win them over. We have to win them over the next election, Lloyd.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mhm.
I put a lot of flowers out. I should have got more votes.
You should demand a recount.
Yeah, I should have, but
We can get you at least 1.5 million out of Los Angeles County that got pulled off the ballot, off the voter rolls.
yeah. I wonder if we can buy those if those are up for sale, like on illegalvotes.com.
Or I think on eBay.
I'm sure
eBay,
they are.
Yeah.
Because one apartment complex for one unit ended up getting 350 ballots delivered to the one apartment number.
Oh boy.
Do they allow? Well, it was in LA, right? So they allow the roaches to vote there, don't they?
They allow anybody to vote because they send ballots to
see,
everybody.
That's why there were so many that he probably hadn't. They
Well,
probably
I wish anybody would start voting for Lloyd then.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Next year,
there-
in 2024, I am going to run again, and I am going to buy as many votes as I can. And remember, I can be bribed.
Mhm.
Well, you need a top rate campaign manager. Actually, you need a campaign manager doesn't mind handing out some bribes here and there.
That's it too. And Rick Albert was a wonderful guy, and I had a lot of fun with him. And here we are at the end of the year. We lost him. It was the first part of this year, wasn't it, that we lost him?
Yep. Back in March.
Back in March.
Mhm.
That was such a loss to the community. Before I could get too far down the rabbit hole here, I want to remind everybody that Mr. Ron Brown has a show coming on at the top of the hour, Drone Nation, and he may have some visitors drop in. So
we may have a big guest dropping in the show tonight. So
yeah, I don't know.
In fact, a couple big guests may be dropping in tonight.
That would be nice. A couple big guests,
ratings could be way up tonight, Lloyd.
Huh?
Our ratings could go way up tonight.
Yeah, well, I hope they are.
Hey, I don't want to get too far off the track. You talked about Rick and someone passed away this year, and it's a shame you weren't there. Art was there with me at the Spin Up when they did a kind of a great ceremony where Chris Hope got up and he displayed a custom built knife that he's making for Rick, and of course they since of course Rick's going to, and they kind of gave it to Steve, so that was kind of a real highlight of Spin Up for me. I don't know about you, Art.
Yeah. Well, Steve and I were both in the virtual because Steve, you couldn't go either.
Yeah, I came down sick right at the last minute with bronchitis.
Yeah. And Judy had been having so many problems, I knew she couldn't make it this year, and so I did watch the whole thing. I think I watched all of it because even when I had to run to the store, I put it on my phone and watched it. But yeah, I bought a ticket because I'm one of those that believes in supporting, and I buy a ticket whether I can go or not. because I believe in supporting the
There
community.
it is.
There
Right
it
there.
is.
Oh,
Let's just
there you
get you
go.
up because that is Chris Hope does such a wonderful job on that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got a pocket knife that he made for me last year, or year before, I think. And yeah, it was a year before. And I just
Don't fly.
Nice.
Yeah,
yeah,
they passed that around. Everybody got to kind of look at it up close
look at it.
during the
Yeah,
Mhm.
spin
yeah,
up, and just Chris's words. When he talked about he was in the
yes.
hospital, and then Rick called him, and Rick said, "I'm in the hospital too." And I mean, it was
Yeah.
kind of touching moment there, Lloyd.
Yeah, it was. I saw it. And I'll tell you right now, my eyes weren't dry either. I had the sniffles or something. I don't know, like a sudden head cold or something. Because but Rick was the best of us as far as, I mean, if there was ever a spirit of a drone community, that was him. He was really, because he did so much without asking anything but being his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and I know this is the Christmas show, but this is the end of the year that we lost Rick, and there's not a day go by that I don't miss a comment from him or a text from him or chatting or something, just some little thing and
Rick supported remember how big or little your channel may have been.
no, and
Yeah.
he'd been there with me since almost the beginning.
Mhm.
And he was, and Chris Hope, he always sends me a text, wishing me good luck and stuff. And he does that to a lot of people, but, just, that's the one thing is that, Rick is going to be, he will be missed for a long, long time to come, and, I personally miss him. I mean, I do. It's just one of those things. And those of us that got to talk to him on the phone or that had, uh, and I was lucky. I talked to him I talked to him. He was in the hospital when I talked to him, but I got to talk to him about a week and a half, 2 weeks before he passed away. And and I was glad that I called and talked with him, so,
Yeah.
but, and here's another thing. This is one of the things that happened with Rick is we didn't, people started saying, "Hey, I hadn't heard from Rick. Has anybody heard from him?" I just kept texting and leaving messages. And finally his daughter called me and told me that he was in the hospital and wasn't expected to make it. And I said, "Well, please let me know as soon as you find out." And as soon as he passed away, she texted me. And then I got hold of Steve, who let the rest of the community know. And we need to make sure, because there's a lot of us there's a bunch of us that ain't young anymore. And when somebody drops off the face of the map for a few weeks,
Who?
yeah, there's a couple of us in here that aren't young anymore, anyways. And so when somebody that we know is a regular in the circle, we need to make sure that somebody is able to get hold of them and get in contact with them, and because it would have been sad to have found out 6 weeks after Rick was gone and nobody knew about it and nobody contacted him. That would have been very, very sad. And I'm so glad that we were able to at least find out and get in touch with his family. And it was, I don't know if anybody saw his memorial service, but it was a wonderful memorial service. And it was simulcast on Mel's channel. And, so all of us have done something for the drone community, but he was sort of the behind the scenes guy. Didn't do a lot of drone videos, but he did always do something for everybody. It was some little something,
Mm-hmm.
but, and we need to all be more like him,
Yep.
and,
Yep.
and, I know that at times each one of us have probably done something on or said something on somebody's comments or channels that maybe we could wish we could take back. But in the end, we're like a family. Sometimes we, speak our mind and think, I probably shouldn't have said that or something. But, we're all different people, and we all have different personalities. But in the end, we're all sort of a family. of YouTubers and drone community.
Lord,
And
you make a good point. I think the community needs, not everybody, but we need to not take things, be so offended so easily. You know what I mean? Like a comment or something. Don't get so easily offended by a comment here or there or whatever. Everybody, like you said, everybody has an off day. Everybody says something they wish they could take back. So don't take one comment here or there. You don't make don't make a big deal about it. Just roll with it.
And that's it. And this is and here's something I'm going to touch on because it's Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason for Christmas, and I'm not going to say happy holidays. I'd say Merry Christmas. That's who I am. I don't apologize for it. It's just me. But this is Christmas, and there's a reason for this season, And in the end, the whole reason was, of course, the good Lord came down, and then eventually we were all offered forgiveness, and that's something we need to do too. We need to forgive people that, I've reached out to several people that, I took something wrong and reacted wrong. And, over the years, and I've reached out to several people and, and it's sort of like, I kind of look at, I think about what would Rick do? Cause I'd said some things, and he'd call me up and said, I can understand where you're coming from. I agree with you, but did it make you feel any better? No, not really. Now there's sometimes I like to have a good rant. It just does make me feel good. But,
get off your chest once in a while. Yep.
Yeah. But we're like a family here, and sometimes we say stuff, and families don't always get along. Some of us are more like brother-in-laws or stepchildren or something.
Yeah, Rick, I think brought out the best in all of us.
Yes.
He was a very kind-hearted and very generous, very giving man, and like
this really
said,
hits nail.
And Ron, when you were talking about it, it was funny because Uncle Bill told me about it. He was talking about it. If I'd gotten the knife one night, and I said, "Yeah, I got it in." He goes, "Well, everybody touched it." And then he made the comment about, "Well, we licked it and everything." I says, "Well, then if that knife is ever used in a nefarious way, I've got a scapegoat out, man.
Yeah.
There's 60 people that they're going to be headed after."
Or the DNA guys will be they'll be going crazy analyzing that knife.
But when Chris mentioned that during that live thing, I broke down. I cried. I mean, I broke down when he said that.
I had no idea it was coming either. So you're just sitting there, right? And you're listening to the usual professional speakers speak or whatever. Then all of a sudden Chris Hope comes up and kind of speaks from the heart. Not that the professional speakers weren't good, but you know what I mean? The professional speaks the same old thing. You listen, they're trying to basically sell you something. But then Chris Hope gets up and he's genuine.
Yeah. And it was, and it was,
welcome,
I was
Kai.
Shocked.
Yeah, I saw him bring. I didn't even know that was going to happen either, and you're unprepared for it. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden, when you hear what they say and everything, you're going, "Oh my God!"
Yeah. Now I know Art and I were both at the Great Florida Drone meetup, and that wasn't broadcast or anything like this was. But believe me, I guess that was not long after Rick had passed away, and Rick was a big topic of conversation at the Florida Drone meetup too. And Jim and Ron, you did a presentation and whatever. So again, he was on a lot of people's minds at the Florida meetup also.
Right. Yeah. And like I said, this is a Christmas show. This is not my last show of the year, but it's sort of the Are
you gonna be on next Monday, Lloyd?
What is next Monday?
The day after Christmas, kind of 2 days after Christmas.
Yeah, I should be on. Yeah, I should
we're
be.
We're taking the night off, but we'll drop by and support you then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take a holiday off. We get their paid vacation over at the donation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Are you getting Are you guys getting a raise then in 2022?
Well, if we work, we would get paid time and a half, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason he's, because he doesn't want to pay time and a half for everybody there. So
Yeah, we got cut. Got cut back these days. Well, to give everybody off because the Omicron.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to work from home again. Go
Right.
virtual.
Right. Bob Casey says, I keep the mentality if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Right.
Well, if that was the case, I wouldn't have a show.
Well, let me throw in there. I got the honor of meeting Bob Casey in Florida, and Bob Casey's one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
he
been to
is.
my house. I got to meet him too, and he's he's a big feller. Hey, speaking of big fellers, because Bob Casey's tall, but we got Kai in the chat.
green room?
Who is from
No, he's in the chat.
Lone
Yeah,
Star.
he's in the chat. Yeah, I forgot to send him a link today, but we went to as I said, we went to Golden Corral today.
Gold Corral.
And I'm sitting there, and I swear to God, Shaquille O'Neal walked in. This guy. He was a black gentleman, but he was tall. I mean, just watching him walk by, I think I got a kink in my neck because this guy, and he had shoulders on him he was a walking mountain, and he walked by. He only got one plate of food. I'll give him credit, mind you. It was piled about this high.
Well, it wasn't Shaq. It wasn't Shaq then.
Yeah, it wasn't Shaq.
He got 2 plates piled that high. Yeah.
Well, I don't. He kept. He might have gone back, but it's like as soon as I saw him, and it just. Believe it or not, he looked a lot like Shaquille O'Neal. He really did. A little younger. Because I think Shaquille is from Texas, so we're not all that far. We're just across the river from him. So, well, we're a little further across the river, but
let me ask you a question: was this guy taller than Kai?
I don't know. I'm going to say this: he was at least 6'8" or 6'9". He might have been he could have been 7 foot. He was that tall because he was walking around, and when he bent down for food, they have those snot screens in front of him. Yeah. And he had to really squat down to get down there and reach his food and when he stood up, he stood probably this much over the top of him. He was that much, because they have those screens and lights and everything. And his head was about this much taller over the top of him, not the bottom, but the top.
Well, I'll tell you, Kai, when I met Kai for the first time at that brewery in the day before the actual spin-up event, I stood right beside Kai, looked up and thought to myself, I haven't stood this close to somebody that tall since my high school basketball days or whatever. When you walk out in the court and you look up, the other team's got a guy like that, and you think, we're in trouble tonight.
Yeah, well, my two best friends growing up they were both 6'4", 6'5", 6. Well, there's three brothers. They were 6'4", 6'5", and 6'6", and that's who I'm. At the time, I was 5'10". I'm about 5'8" on a lucky day. I shrunk, part of it's age, part of it was spending time in a wheelchair, and you just tend to sit there and it looks like I love this new, speaking of the devil.
Somebody's in the back room, huh? Speaking of the great Chris Hope, there he is.
Hey, Chris.
With the bird.
What's up, everybody? Yes,
he's giving us.
She just flew in here landed on top of my head.
That's probably a sign of something good for tonight, Chris.
Kai said that's why he don't go to Golden Corral. He can't get to the food. I'm telling you, this guy was, poor Judy. She was sitting there in her wheelchair, and she couldn't reach that. And people go from both sides, but for some reason, somebody reached from the other side and left all the handles pointing the wrong direction. Finally, I'm going to reach up there and get it. And Art, you can understand because she's in a wheelchair, okay, and I'm pushing her, and I'm trying to get to her, and she said, "I'll get it on my own." Finally, this lady says, "Well, if you'll just stick your plate across here, I'll give you some." So she sticks her plate in there, and this lady grabs it. It's like, but yeah, I could see where somebody tall, Golden Corral is not meant. It's meant for the average. It's actually the right size for me, So
So if
But
you're
for
5 foot,
somebody,
if you're 5'8", you're going to be doing good at the Golden Corral.
yeah.
Well, maybe Kai in a wheelchair. Somebody could push him around when he has to go get the food.
That's
and then
a
he
good
can just
idea,
sit back.
Steve.
Then he can just go back and just sit in a regular chair.
Yeah, I like that.
Bob Casey says him and his sons are 6'5", 6'4", and 6'6". Yeah.
So you won't see them at the Golden Corral, Lloyd.
No, probably not. Well, and like I said, my buddy and two guys, I graduated high school with him, and he's actually the godfather to one of my kids, and I dated two of his sisters, and at the time they were my height. they were a year or so, 2 years younger than me, but by the time they finished growing, the shortest one was 5'11".
Oh, so they
The
probably
next one,
they probably didn't want to date you anymore. You weren't tall enough.
I wasn't tall enough. Yeah. No, well, I found somebody shorter than me and got married.
There you go, and you lived happily ever after.
But not the first one.
Okay. I take that back.
One. Yeah, but the third one, I've been married 3 times now, and this has been going on for 4. I've been married to her for 40 years. So
you're a believer the third time is a charm.
Well, yeah, and most people, a lot of people know this, but Judy had been married 3 times as well. I'm her third marriage, and she's my third marriage, and we've been married 40 years, and she hasn't killed me yet.
Third time's a charm.
Well, congratulations, Lloyd.
And the thing is I've known her since I was 6 years old, but I didn't grow up around her, and her family and our families have gotten, they've been friends since forever, and but she lived in Oklahoma, and when I moved out here after getting divorced and getting out of the service, is like, it was like, oh, you want to go out dancing? Well, yeah, I guess so. And so we went out, and she told her mom after I'd been up to visit the first time, she says, I couldn't spend 5 minutes in a room with that man without wanting to kill him. She did. She says, I can't stand him. He is he's such a loudmouth and so arrogant. I want to strangle him. He's such a smart ass. She still says that about me, but we've been married for 40 years, so she hasn't killed me yet. Although I do hide the bullets to her gun.
A successful marriage, and
it takes 2, right, Lloyd?
Hey, listen, I'm going to cut you off for just a second. I better get over and get the Drone Nation show ready to launch tonight. But thanks again for having me on tonight.
Absolutely, Ron.
Christmas special here. Yeah. I'm glad to see Lloyd in the hat. You have I didn't know you had all those hats behind there. I usually don't come on a big budget show like this. We have all the costumes and props and whatever. So it was an honor to be here, really. Great to be hanging out with my friends, Chris Hope, and especially Steve Carpenter, who I don't talk to enough, but love Steve. We had a great time. Spent up a couple of years back and whatever. So, great bunch of guys. Everybody have a very Merry Christmas on the show.
Thank you. You do the same.
Yep, and we'll see you soon.
Same to you.
Okay,
and your
Ron.
family, Ron.
Thanks you for stopping by. Merry Christmas. I may catch up with you later. And but yeah, hey, I got an idea. I'm not going to do my shameless plug tonight because I'm going to do something just a little bit different. Where the hell is it? There it is.
Hello, Steve. Hello,
yeah.
Hey,
First off, Chris, how are you doing?
Good evening.
Oh,
how are you doing, Mr. Hope?
I'm okay, Lloyd. Just been a very long day. I carried my wife and granddaughter and daughter to the airport this morning had them there at 4:30. It's been a long day.
Wow. And the reason you put them on the plane is for what?
Oh, my granddaughter had a procedure. Back in Boston back in November. Now she's going for a final. It's a 1-day trip. They'll be home tomorrow night about 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember you talking about her having something done back in Boston. I remember that now. So, okay, cool. I thought maybe
the Shriners Hospital.
Art, I don't think so. There's so many hospitals in Boston, and she's been through so much. I honestly couldn't tell you off the top of my head, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a Shriners Hospital in Austin.
There's one in Atlanta, I know too.
Yep.
It's not the. I'm pretty sure it's not the Shrine.
Okay.
It's something.
There's
different.
one in Shreveport, Louisiana.
It's Shreveport, yeah.
That one's the burn unit
That's the
there.
Burns in Shreveport. I think the one in Atlanta, they do well. The gal that trained our big white dog, her son was born with. Well, apparently it's a problem nowadays. Back when I was a kid, you just laughed about it. It was his ears looked like car doors, that were open. And they decided
like Dumbo?
to fix it. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I mean, they just stood straight out, and they.
Oh, so they pinned his ears.
They pinned his ears. Yeah, that's what they did. And,
okay.
It's like my uncle had those ears. That was one thing my mother said. She thanked the good Lord when she saw me when I was born that I didn't have my uncle's ears. You could see him. He was only like 5 foot, but you could see him coming from a mile away. A little fast, banty rooster like guy, but his ears were flapping in the breeze. Rest his soul. But anyways, I got an idea. Now let's go. Here's what we're going to do, and let's see if I can get this to work.
Take care, Johnny.
Good night,
and
later, Johnny.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
I think your bird thinks you got a worm in your ear.
I'm going to tell you what. If nobody has ever owned a bird, you need to have one at least once in your lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are the epitome.
Hello, Mel.
Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Good evening, sir.
We had, I've had, and Help at Home Jim, welcome.
Hey, Jim.
And Tomas, I'm glad to see you're in here too. I had a parakeet grown up, and then we had some cockatoos, the gray types, and then or cockatiels, I should say. We had the cockatiels, and then we got a white cockatoo that had the single feather that popped up, and I forgot what but they run wild in Australia, but they're pets here, And we kept him for a long time, but finally he just, it was more than we could handle. Judy was starting to get sick then. And to be honest with you, Judy's petrified of birds. But she wanted it. We got this thing as a baby, and she wanted it, but she was petrified of it. I don't know. I don't try to understand a woman's mind. I just say, yes, dear. And it's worked for a long time that way. So,
yes, dear.
But anyways, we are going to give away something.
And shorten your mic there. Sounds like you got all night. You have a crackle here and there, like maybe there's a short or something.
Nope. It has to do with the software that I'm using and that they uses. I set it up. So let me check my mic. Let me just check my mic.
Hey, Lloyd. I'm gonna say this just because Art left himself wide open. He knows all about a short. I'm sorry, Art. You did it to yourself.
Yeah. He would recognize a short before anyone else, wouldn't he?
Yep.
There's an old saying: when opportunity knocks, take it. It may not knock again.
That's right. That's the first zinger we've had at Art's expense tonight. That's pretty good. We've gone half the show with that insulting him.
I was gonna lay low if I come on here.
Well, Chris, we're sending you a package from Andrew Christian.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, did you see the beginning of the show and Art showing the display of
I missed
it? Go back and watch the opening of the show right after the opening and you'll see.
All right.
But
yeah.
Okay, we're going to give away something. Let's
yeah, it's about time.
Is it come ticking, Art?
No. Oh yeah, well, yeah. Let's see. This is let me put myself on full screen. And what I want you to do, and let me put myself, see that blue little thing there? It says hashtag coffee, COFFEE. And put in the chat if you would like to win that coffee cup. That's the first prize for the night. So, anyways, it's hashtag coffee in the chat, and that will be the first prize that I give away tonight. I thought somebody's getting ready to roll the dice.
No, I stirring my drink a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I thought somebody's rolling the dice, but okay, we got one entry, and I'm going to let it go on for a few minutes, and then I'll put us back in regular and leave that up there. So anybody who would like a chance to win that's just one of a few things that I just mind you. I want everybody to know these will be ordered and sent out after the new year. Because I ain't got enough time to do it all, and but yeah, so if it'll probably be a couple weeks before the end of January before you get it. I'll try and order it right after the first of the year, but it takes them a couple weeks because they print these off. So anybody who would like to just remember hashtag coffee. And then let's see, how do I?
And those of you who want a gift card from Andrew Christian, put hashtag cockatoo.
Okay, is that working? Did that work?
There you go.
All right. Okay, and let's see. I'll let that run for a few more minutes. So, anyways, let me start collecting. See what we got here. Looks like we got 6 entries so far. I'm gonna give you a little
boy.
And let's see, because I'm giving away I think 5 things tonight.
So I got 5. A chance to win something.
You got a chance to win something. So, and you're not winning coffee. You're winning a coffee mug. Just so you know, it's a coffee mug. Coffee is not provided. So, Tom's, and yes, it doesn't matter if you're overseas or not. I will send it overseas. I may send it to my house first and then send it overseas. It depends on how.
The cost of shipping.
Well, yeah.
Are you going to pay for the shipping, or are you going to charge them for?
No, hell no. I pay for the shipping. Yeah, no. When I give something away here, I give it away. It's no cost to anybody. So
that's how I do it.
Yeah, and that's the way it should. So, so if everybody's ready, I've got 7 entries so far, and I know there's more than that watching, but I guess we can go ahead and draw. Yeah, we need to go ahead and draw because I got a few more. I'm going to go ahead and draw, and let's see what happens.
Right. Congratulations.
All right.
Hey, Eric.
All right. So if somebody would be kind enough to write that down and then email it to me so I can remember one. And
our drone nerd.
Yeah, stop sharing.
Mel, you were just a little late.
Oh, Mel, you missed it, but that's okay. I got more to give away here in another minute or so.
Right.
Whoops, I need to go back and put myself back on. You're welcome. That I'll get it to you after the first year. Actually, I broke mine and I need to order me one. So
mine's still going strong. They last well. Just don't drop them on the floor.
Yep. I broke more than one that way. I guarantee you. And yeah, that's how I usually break them, is I drop them on the floor. So anyways, what have you guys got planned for Christmas this year? Art, you're going over to your sister's?
Yeah, I'm going over to my sister's Friday because my
Okay.
niece, I guess she has plans on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And Steve, what will you be doing this year?
Actually, we're going to be having, we're kind of making up for last year when my stepdaughter and her whole family, they came down with the dreaded bug.
Right.
So they couldn't make it last year. So this year we're going to have 14 of us here. So it's going to be my sister and my son and my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter and the
Right.
other
Right.
grandchildren. We call them the McCarthy clan. And
Right. Right. Right.
his mother's here from England, and then her Linda's sister and brother are coming over. So we're going to have an all-day event.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. We're gonna. And Chris, what are you guys doing this year for Christmas?
We'll go over to the grandkids, watch them bust open their gifts, and wind the day up at my sister's house about 2:30 for a kind of a snack meal.
Right. 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 Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. This year we're having the family over because last year they basically just they walked in, we all were masked up, they'd hold out their gifts, we'd hold out ours, and then they'd step back and we'd open them and say, and they came over, one family at a time came by,
Right.
and this year we had the whole bunch over. Well, we didn't have them all over, but we're having the whole crowd over for Christmas this year, Christmas Eve, which is when we traditionally open our packages. And we started doing that especially when our kids got married, because then they could go to the in-laws' house for Christmas, and for some reason we still had Christmas dinner on Christmas Day because half of them, the in-laws, came to our house anyways. But hello, Drone Rob. But we are doing something. For the last 3 or 4 years, we've done something different. We usually have a lowland boil for Christmas. But, for those that don't know what that is, that's like shrimp and kielbasa sausage or smoked sausage or whatever, and corn and Cajun seasonings and I can't remember, potatoes, and I can't remember what else, and all thrown into a big pot and just cooked the dickens out of, and then drained and dumped out onto the table, and you go by with your plate and use the tongs to pick stuff up. That's what we usually have. But this year, Judy's really threw a kink in it. She says, I want lasagna. So I'm cooking my famous family lasagna for Christmas. So,
nice.
And yeah.
Are you using ground turkey for the meat?
No, we don't eat turkey, man. It's against our religion. No, nobody here likes turkey, and that's the thing. My son for about 7 years he was a manager of a turkey farm, and when you get turkeys given to you, you get a little tired of it, and it's just like, yeah, no. So we don't do turkey anymore. But okay,
I do it this.
Let me go back and let's see. All right, where the hell is it? Let me go.
My bird's not impressed, Art.
Yeah. Well, let's go this way.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find well, I know how to do it. Where the hell is it at?
I don't know.
No one allowed at your house, Mel?
Hey, Art.
Yeah.
I'm partaking in a little bit of whiskey made in your city, Colorado.
Oh, cool.
I mean, in Denver. It's Straight Hands whiskey. You ever heard Straight Hands?
Straight Hands. I know right where that distillery is. Yep.
A friend of mine brought me some for Christmas.
Yep. That's pricey stuff too.
He made me drink a Diet Coke. I hadn't had Diet Coke in about 3 years. It's pretty good.
There we go. I don't know how I got lost in that, but there it is. Okay.
Hey, Bob, you got my mailing address, buddy. Prime rib, $5 a pound. I'll take one. Merry Christmas, Chris.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a good price. So
I
let me
love
see.
prime rib.
Okay. Let me type this in so I can have it.
Well, you guys missed the show Saturday. I gave
What's up, Joe?
away a box of turtles, chocolate turtle. Ooh.
Okay, let me put myself back up here. And all right, Tumblr.
Ooh.
Hashtag Tumblr. Tumbler. If you've already won, you're not qualified for this, unfortunately.
Cool.
I'm
Go
going to
forth
try
and
to
do
make
well,
sure.
guys. Hashtag Tumblr.
You know, hashtag Tumblr, guys. This is the word, and
And you got to spell it correct.
yeah, and I probably spelled it wrong. Tumbler. Yeah.
Oh, I did something with the chat, man.
Hello,
Okay,
Jake.
now I got.
Did you bring the chat up? Did you find it?
Oh, I gotta. Now I gotta get back to you, and you're. Oh, grumpy vlogger. Oh, there we go.
Just so you guys know, this is an excellent tumbler. It really keeps the it really, come to think of it, did Rick get us these mugs, or did you get it for me, Steve?
There we go. I finally got it in.
Okay, I can't hear Steve. Oh,
that's because
Rick got those for us.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like I said, hashtag Tumblr, and in the chat, and we've got 8 entries. So where's Mel? If he wants one, he needs to
Tumblr, there it is.
There it is. Okay. We now have 9 entries. Are we ready to go here? Is everybody ready for us to
yeah, go ahead.
Let's go ahead and let me take myself off of. Let me put myself back on full screen. Now let me. This is. Let's see. Share screen. Here. There we go. All right. So is everybody ready? I've got 9 entries. There we go. Good, Jim. Hashtag Tumblr. We now have 10 entries. Last call.
Let's call for alcohol.
That's right. All bets are off now, folks. We are getting ready. And let's go ahead and do this. Bob
Casey. Congratulations.
Congrats, brother Bob.
All right. So let's see, does it draw again? Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Never mind this. This is a screw up on my part.
That was yeah. Bob, you're still the winner.
You're still the one.
What am I doing here? Oh, there it is. Why does it not let me keep bringing that up? Okay, so we have given away the tumbler, and we have given away the coffee mug. So,
okay, what's that?
Well, yeah, because we're running over time. So,
yes,
the next thing that's going to come up is your choice of either the dad hat or the dad hat or the trucker's hat. Trucker's hat has the open. The dad hat, you guys have seen my advertisement, but this is one of the Grumpy Blogger hats. And so put in hashtag hat and then send me an email, and everybody's going to have to contact me at Grumpy Vlogger at Lloyd at grumpyvlogger.info. Why even I screwed
That's
that up?
hashtag hat, not ass hat.
All right. STREAM. There we go. Let me get that. There we go.
Yeah, the dad's hat are great.
I wear my hat all the time. I probably need to get a new one.
I've got mine with your pin on it.
Oh. Yeah, okay. All right. Hashtag hat. Okay. Let me start collecting. We've got 7 entries. If anybody wants that, okay. Hashtag hat. Jaybird, Mel, anybody that is wanting to have the hat, let me know. We're up to 8 entries, and I'm fixing to call it here because Ron's show will be starting, and I still have 2 more things to give away for Christmas. And remember, all of these will be sent out after the first year, and I will put my email in the link. Okay, last call.
That's cool.
And here we go.
Hello, Dre.
Hey, Dre.
So, Mr.
Hey,
Dre.
Dre.
Good. You jumped in there. All right. You got in there just.
Oh,
hat.
Mel just. Okay.
Mel. Anyone else? Anyone else? Last call. Hashtag hat.
Yep. Betting window is closing.
And here we go. Whoops. I forgot to share.
Yeah, it might work if you share.
As in the roulette wheel, all bets off.
Well, there's the winner.
Congratulations, Dre.
Hey, Dre, congratulations.
There you go.
And let me type in the chat, put my email address.
I'll be right back.
Man, hurry up, Steve.
Yeah, really. All of you that have won tonight, that's the email. Don't ask me why that came out on Twitch, but that was supposed to. Did that post?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Your email's in the chat. Mm-hmm.
All right. There we go.
Giveaway.
All right. Yeah. So there we go. Now, wait for Steve to get back. And what else? We got 2 items left, folks, and then we're going to call an end to the show because I know Ron's got people coming in on his show. And I've done this every year since I started doing these Christmas shows, and it's just I feel like this year I got another item that I haven't had in the past. It's a new item that's on my other store, so I like I said, I wanted to give away something, and let's see. Oh, let me go ahead and put it up there. And
right.
Yeah, okay. If you guys can see it, this is for one of the shirts, your choice of a left shirt or right shirt, your choice of colors. And I'll contact me, and you can go to the Grumpy Vlogger store and my Teespring store, and you can go to let's see, who won the last one? Yeah. Okay.
Dre won the last one.
That's right.
Dre won the last one. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, anyways, I need to put that in there. So let's see. What is it? Shirt, SHIRT.
Yep.
SHIRT.
Sure.
Did I not say that? Yeah.
You said it right.
There we go. That's the hashtag number that you're supposed to put up there. This is for the shirt. These are the ones that are in my store. Welcome, Eat More Possum. You're coming in
Hey, eat more pasta.
halfway through the drawings. But oh my goodness, this has been a show. I'm just beat, folks, and it's and it's not that the show's been so bad. It's just that Judy really. Well, you took your damn time, Steve. What the hell? He can't hear me. He ain't got his earbuds in yet.
Yep.
We gave away 5 different items while you were gone, Steve. What the hell?
Sorry about that.
No. But we are giving away a shirt, your choice of shirts. And if you go look at my store, don't order it from there. Just contact me and tell me what kind you want and the size you want. And again, Lloyd@grumpyvlogger.info is how you reach me. So we have got 9. This is going to be the last call for One Vision Aerial. It needs to be shirt, not t-shirt. So you need to write that in again. Make sure it is.
Yeah.
It's
not budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
Hashtag shirt.
Yeah, hashtag shirt.
In high school, that was a pound symbol.
Not shit, shirt.
So it's going to take a minute or so. Drone shots, yes, shirt. And One Vision Aerials, you need to, there you go. All right. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Vision 1, change it. You have t-shirt, shirt.
No, he's changed it.
Oh, he did. I see it.
Yeah, he just changed it now. Yeah. I want you guys to know that
too.
Yes, let's get the drawing now. Last call.
11.
Up to 11 now. All right, last call, folks. And I'm going to draw now.
Wow, look at here.
Look
at here. Ching.
Yeah, that's what mine does.
Tomas.
Hey,
all right, Tomas.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I can't wait to see the bill on this one.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I know, absolutely. And that's
awesome, Tomas. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. But let me do this again so I can move on to the next one. All right. And excellent. So we're getting ready to do the next one, which if you can look up at my picture up there in the corner, that was a shirt. And this is the last item that we're giving away for Christmas this year. And this comes out of my new store. It's one of the items in my new store that I have. And it is a water bottle. It's one of those sports bottles, or whatever they call them. Hell, I don't know. I don't even have one, but thank you, Brent. Thank you. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, hey, absolutely. Yes, it will be #water.
#water.
I try to keep it simple.
Clear water. Over you.
Yeah, speaking of water, we have a chance of rain over the next several days.
Cool.
Is that good? Cool. Y'all been needing water, Steve?
California is in need of water all the time.
No, I didn't say California. I said Steve.
I know what the problem is. I mean, you think about it. All the water is going to keep Nancy Pelosi alive because she's already mummified. They're just trying to keep her hydrated enough to keep breathing. So, because she's all shriveled up. She sort of reminds me of the, what were they? The raisins that used to dance,
Take care, Eric. Good to see
you. Okay, we have got 10 entries.
#water.
Jaybird, it can't be H2O. It's got to be water if you want to be in the drawing.
Water. Get water.
I'm going to go make sure.
Why?
Dried up prune, yes. Yes.
Water.
California raisin.
Water, Robert. Water, Robert.
#Botox.
That was from baseball in biblical time.
Yeah. Okay. We've got 11 entrances, and I'm just going to go with it, and we're going to see what happens. All right? There we go.
Good
He
luck,
got in.
guys.
Yeah,
This is
good luck.
This is the last prize I'm giving away tonight. What do we got? What do we got? Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who's the winner?
Jody.
Drone shot. Hey,
Shots.
Jody.
All right, Jody.
Congratulations.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing that now. Congrats. Stop sharing. Get back to my screen. Put my lovely face back on. Guys, I will get it mailed out after the first of the year. I'll get them ordered, and however long it takes, I'll send you tracking numbers or all the information you need on it when I get it ordered. So, because I'm going to order them from the store, remember to if it's a shirt, give me your size and your color preference. If somebody can put in there let's see, let's see. Let me go here. Yeah, this is the Teespring for the shirts. Go to this website there and double check the color and size that you want. And it can be a shirt with a emblem on the left. Okay, that's for my more left coast liberal friends, or the grumpy vlogger emblem on the right, and that's for my more conservative, center of the country type friends. Anyway, it didn't matter. I screwed up when I made the first set of shirts, so I just came up with that other crap, and it works. But man, this has been a fun show, guys. And what have you got coming up on your show, Art? Because I'm wanting to. I've already gone into 11 minutes into Ron's show, so.
Well, I'll make it quick. I think I'm going to do a show Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You are going to do a show on Christmas evening?
Christmas,
okay.
And everybody can show us, hey, look at the drone that I got for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. And Steve, what have you got coming up? You're just getting ready for Christmas. Anything else exciting? Just trying to make it.
Trying to get the year closed out and trying to get people to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get contractors is like beating your head against that wall back there. It's I have better luck.
I can imagine so. Especially with this new Omicron. I just listened to something about it today, and it's just like, what the? Anyways, I'll save that for Art show on Sunday.
Yeah.
And Chris, any other plans? Now, are you going back tomorrow at the airport to pick your family up, or are you just going to tell them to stay?
No, their flight comes in tomorrow night at Luffield around 11, so I'll leave my house about 9 to go pick them up.
Okay.
My plans are to be on vacation Wednesday, so I don't have to get up 5 o'clock and go to work. I can sleep in maybe till 5:15.
All right, there you go. There you go. There you go. So,
and go work on the house, Steve. Trying to get stuff.
And go work on the house. Yeah.
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 There you go.
Well, I'm going to be hopping this week because I got to get everything ready by Friday, because Friday evening is when we're doing the. And fortunately, my house. I did a lot of work on cleaning and everything Thanksgiving. So my house is just, doing the daily maintenance stuff and all that stuff. So I'm ready to go. But I want to thank each and every one of you that was in the chat tonight that watched the show. I want to thank all of my guests tonight. Art is my co-host. Ron, who stepped in here. Don't forget to go to Drone Nation. Chris Hope, Steve Carpenter, and you guys have been you guys have been part of my YouTube. Heard me out front, ain't driving around that airport twice. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well said. Yeah, I feel for you. God, I haven't been to an airport in years, and I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to do the timer and everything. We're just going to shut it out. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll see everybody after Christmas. And y'all take care and be safe, do what you need to do to stay safe. Watch out for the idiots driving out there, because, Christmas. Some people get a little too much Christmas cheer. So I want everybody to be able to come back to the show next week and say, hey, I had a safe Christmas. What is that little character's name there, Chris?
That is Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Well,
Oh,
Merry
hey,
Christmas to
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Ah,
She is
that
a,
is just,
she's a mess.
oh, I can imagine. So, and Chris Wedgeworth, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat.
Merry
I'm going to
Christmas,
call
Merry
it.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
And,
everybody.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye for now. Go see Drone Nation. He's probably hopping right now. So, all right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.